chose Lakers for our children's school district because it was school of choice, and we decided that we sat down with Mrs. Dickens, the principal, and we just liked that there was a family here. Even though me and Robert didn't grow up in this area, they welcomed us into their arms, and our children have just flourished in the Laker pride.
It was a big decision selecting another school different than what we grew up in. Not knowing anyone there, not knowing what the facilities were, there was a lot of apprehension. But from the moment we walked in the doors, we felt welcome. We quickly got to know the staff and other students and other families, and we didn't feel like we ever had to fit a certain mold to fit in. We could be ourselves, and it's been great ever since. Now we feel like we're part of a community, and you can't imagine leaving it. Listen, every school will say they want to do what's best for the children, and they're sincere in that. But how they deliver on that promise, the results can vary widely. At Lakers, it's the open culture which makes the difference. And what that means is when a teacher has an idea, when an administrator has an idea, they have the ability to act on those ideas, to introduce fresh ideas for the needs of the students. It's not a strict plan with no wavering. I feel that they're adaptable to individual classrooms and individual students, and that provides a big difference in the education of the children.
So what I appreciate about Lakers is every morning when I drop the kids off at school, whether they ride the bus or whether I take them, they are welcomed with a smiling face by Mrs. Dickens. They get a hug. They feel welcomed into the school. Not only that, but Lakers is one of the few public schools that has a strings program. My children are not in it yet, but that's just one of the many programs that my children will now get to experience, mainly because Lakers is very aggressive of going after grants. If you say, hey, I really would like to do this, I'd like to offer this to our children, they find a way. They make it happen. And I want my children to know that they are welcomed into that school, and if they want to set their goals so high, Lakers will make sure that that comes true.
Well, I would recommend selecting Lakers as your school of choice because of the overall culture that you can find here. Other schools may have more of a hierarchy, where Lakers you feel is more of a community, and it's open to ideas from staff, from students, from administration, and you really feel like you're part of a team. I went to a school board meeting, and you could see the collaboration involved and the dedication of everyone there. And I think that really trickles down to the rest of the school when you see everyone working together and you really see everyone pulling for a common cause. And that's when I knew Lakers was right for my children. One of our main concerns when we were considering Lakers as our school was transportation. Since we lived outside the school district, we weren't sure how the kids would get here. But the school worked very well with Thumb Area Transportation, and there's a bus that comes to our house every morning, and it comes there every evening to drop them off, and it's really been a seamless transition.
So one of the great things about Lakers is all the activities that our children will get to experience. They have Hip Hop Club, which Henry was in this last year, and he learned how to do all sorts of dance moves for the next wedding receptions. And we also, there's chess, there's, this year they did coding and computers, and they learned all sorts of different things in that club. And basically, if you want to be part of a club, you can do it. They also have Thumb National helps support bank days for the older children, and it helps the children learn how to manage their money, which we all know is a big issue these days. And I'm getting reminded that they also have fun days. If the children have behaved and have good behavior all year and have treated other children with respect, they get to have fun days, to go play outside, they get to have free time on computers, they get to eat popcorn and watch movies. And it's something that they earn for being respectful in their community and their school. So there's lots of activities during and after school for our children to be part of.